welcome. I'm Nidia and in this video I'm going to show you how to make professional looking videos on your Apple devices for use in combination with YouTube and Canvas for making content for your distance education classes. In this first video, I'm going to specifically cover the tools you need to get this kind of work done, how to actually use the record function on your iPad, and finally how to get that video from your iPad to, say, a computer for editing using AirDrop. Okay, so with that, let's get started. The first thing you clearly need is an iPad. So here is my iPad Pro, and you definitely want to have, not even want, this is a need. You need to have a stylus pencil with your iPad. The second thing you need to have is an Apple brand computer, either a desktop, laptop, just something with a copy of iMovie on it. Now, I do want to add that iMovie does work on your iPad. I do not like the iMovie interface on the iPad one bit, so I choose to use it on a computer, but you can easily take the concepts I cover in the iMovie Essential Edits video and transfer that to working with your iPad. It just might require a little bit of Googling to figure out some specific differences in the two software programs. Okay, so the final thing, or things you're going to need a pair of headphones. So here's my pair of headphones, that I got off of Amazon, and these are pretty cool. This did not come with it. I'll get into that next. They have this little, normal headphone jack, but you can also connect it to this adapter to go straight into a USB for your computer. I bought a specific adapter for my iPad Pro, so this has a headphone jack input and it goes out to a USB-C. So when I'm recording on my iPad, I can just plug my headphones directly into my USB-C. Okay, now what is this little thing here? So first of all, let me take it off and show you what my headphones look without this little thing. So without them, this is how they come out of the box. And as you're talking, like me, you're breathing because we're, yay, alive. And when you're breathing and you're breathing into a microphone, this loud whoosh of air comes out, and that can be really jarring for your students if they have their earbuds in and maybe they turn the volume up because they couldn't hear you, and suddenly this whoosh sound of air comes. That's incredibly uncomfortable to hear and can really distract from your content. So you're gonna want a pop filter. And I didn't want to spend any more money on this setup, so what I did is I went to a dollar store and I got a little pair of footy socks for $1, and it's a 2-pack for 2 socks. And this is a hair tie. If you have rubber bands, use a rubber band. I have hair ties, lots of them, so that's what I used. And then I just put it over loosely. So here's the microphone. I put the footy sock loosely over it, and then just wrap the rubber band around, and suddenly you have your own DIY pop filter that really helps prevent that whoosh of air coming out at your ears when your students are watching your videos. Okay, so now that we've covered the necessary equipment, let's cover how to actually engage the recording feature on your iPad. Here I have my iPad, and it's open to some notes that are already written up in GoodNotes. Originally, when those were put in, this is what my students would see at the beginning of the video. It'd just kind of be this empty template, and then I record and talk, and it ends up really filled nicely. So before I get into the recording function, I do have some opinion about why this works really well. Any one of us who are educators right now have been in many classrooms as students before, and I'm very guilty of having a very train of thought that just goes off to non-course content. So I might see like a cat hair on my instructor's sweater and might think, oh, they have cats. I wonder how many cats. I wonder what kind of cats. I wonder what the cat's names. And suddenly I've missed 20 minutes of content because I stared at my instructor and got distracted. So I know in my own classes, I try to not be in view because I don't want anything about me to distract students, whether it be like, oh, glasses, I wonder what their prescription is, all sorts of tangents your mind can go off on. So I usually stand in the back, and the great thing about doing distance ed is you can get that effect just naturally. So all I do is I will talk. Let me get a nice visible color out. I'll have my pen out. Here we go. And then I'll just scribble and write, and students don't see my face. They just see the scribbles and whatever I'm writing down on the iPad screen. So now let's talk about how to engage that and this little tricky feature that can go wrong if you're not careful or haven't done this before. So here is the iPad again. Let's hope I don't drop it. And I'm trying not to reflect those lights. So you're gonna wanna swipe down from the corner over here, right around where like the battery percentage is. And so I'm gonna swipe down. Oops. Don't swipe down your notifications. If you swipe down from the middle, you'll get your notifications. You wanna swipe right down from the corner. And right here, you'll see this little dot. And if you hit this dot, you'll start recording. See, it gives me this countdown. And then I get this little red icon here, and I'm gonna talk, testing 1, 2, 3 to show you what just happened. So I'm gonna stop it with that little red icon. It warns me, do you wanna stop? Yes, I do, so I hit stop. And then this notification up here takes me to the actual video. And I'm gonna unmute my iPad and press play. Huh? I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? No, because I forgot to turn the sound on. So the first time I recorded videos with my iPad, I didn't turn the sound on, and it was really frustrating to get my content into iMovie and have lots of videos made and realize I had to redo them or do voiceovers on these existing videos because I forgot, or I didn't realize this was muted. So how do I make sure to get the audio? So back here in this section, you're gonna scroll down, and there it is, that dot again. Instead of tapping it, just hold it down and see that bottom button looks like a microphone. You wanna actually light that up in red. So now when you start recording, and there's the countdown, get out of here and wait for that. Okay, there it is, it's recording. So now, testing, 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? I'm gonna tap the red icon again to stop it, hit stop record, and wait for that notification. Tap the notification, and now, it's recording. So now, testing, 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? So now my video has a voice. So definitely make sure your audio is on. And honestly, once it's on, it stays on, but I am so worried that it'll happen to me again. That I always check that my audio is on. So I always hold the button and wait to see and verify that the audio is on. Okay, so once that's done, you wanna make sure you have your computer out. And if you haven't done this already, you need to go to the Apple Store and download a copy of iMovie because you'll be using that in this series to edit your videos. So here's my copy of iMovie, and I have something up already that I've been working on. And I wanna get my video into iMovie. So in order to do that, here is the video I made. You're gonna wanna go up to the same corner again and see that little sharing icon. Oops, there it is, that sharing icon. You're gonna wanna tap it. And then some of your options that come up is AirDrop. It'll show nearby devices. So look, there's an iPhone nearby, there's a MacBook Pro. The iPhone that is nearby is the one I'm recording this on, my phone right here. But I don't wanna drop it to the phone. I wanna drop it to my MacBook Pro. So then I just tap MacBook Pro and wait, and then it'll go through and it will show up on my downloads. So this is nice because then I can go into my downloads and drag it into iMovie. And right here's the video I showed you on my iPad, but this is the edited version and all the different titles and things I've added to it to make it look a little more professional. And I'll go over that in the iMovie Essential Edits video that is next in the playlist. So for now, for this video, that's all I have for you. I hope this content was helpful, and I hope you all feel empowered to really make some amazing, extraordinary content for your students out there while we're all, teaching from home. Bye.